a big game today. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
It's an option look. The back's got it on a pitch. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Close to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. They will try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. It's a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
First down here for this offense. They'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown. Tied. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
On the return, it's Adams. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Toss play, running right. Breaking tackles. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Cross. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
With the catch, it's Smith. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Handoff to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they drop back to throw.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they'll set up for the PAT. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Solid coverage here. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And they're
looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That's just an egregious late hit. Obvious roughing the passer. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. It's now 2nd and goal.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the Tide.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer it before halftime. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Pitch play to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Alabama first and side will take over. 1st and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The sure hands. It's Reynolds. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point...
Touchdown, Penn State. Still plenty of life left. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Oh, and he got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Quick completion to the tight end. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Caught quickly. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 21, Penn State 14.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the defense joins the party with a score. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
Bringing it out, it's Adams. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Ball handed off. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense is coming after him. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. To the air. It's Simpson. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Well, this returner's about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Attacking right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Now it's second down here. To go with a direct snap. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, aiming for the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Gives it to the back. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And they'll finally bring him down. A big gain there to end the game, but he stopped short, and the clock will run out. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?